As an acupuncturist, I love to keep in mind seasonal advice, seasonal lifestyle advice, how you should be cooking differently according to the season, because it is something that is practiced not only in traditional Chinese medicine, but in a whole bunch of other cultures, and a whole bunch of other traditional medicines. And it just makes sense. It makes sense to adjust how you're treating your body, what you're doing, how you're cooking, what you're cooking to the season so that your body is better equipped to take on the seasonal changes. Right now, we're in winter, so it makes sense to eat warmer foods. It makes sense to kind of just relax a little bit more. And in traditional Chinese medicine, since we have the 5 elements, this really goes into the whole lifestyle advice, seasonal thing. So if you think about it with the 5 elements in mind, which is how we see it as acupuncturists, we like to eat foods that are going to fortify that specific element that is in season. So right now, since we're in winter, winter is the water element. So during this time, we like to fortify the water element with the organ in traditional Chinese medicine that is associated with. So that would be the kidney. So we also try to fortify that organ, the kidney organ, so that we are better equipped to take on the cold months. So right now we're creating a soup, a Mexican soup with some chuck roast. It's something that we typically do year round, but it's something really important to incorporate during the winter months, because during these winter months, we want to make sure that we warm the body because it's cold outside. In traditional Chinese medicine, we see this as being in tune with the overall environment around us. So if it's cold outside, we want to kind of balance that out by incorporating warmer foods so that the cold doesn't shock our system and lead to disease or illness. We're creating the soup that we planned on doing earlier today. So it's in the works right now, and we're about to get started with the seasoning. I'm gonna flip over the camera so you guys can see what it looks like. Beef is a great food to incorporate during the winter because it's warm in nature, it has a sweet flavor, it helps strengthen our spleen, pancreas, and stomach, it helps build the blood and increase qi energy. It also is great for general feelings of fatigue and weakness. This is what we have so far. Next, we're going to add some garlic, which is pungent and helps influence the lungs in traditional Chinese medicine. It's also known to help promote warmth and move energy in the body. Celery is a little bit more cooling in nature. It's sweet and slightly bitter. It does benefit the stomach, the spleen, pancreas, and helps digestion. And of course, we're adding some carrots. These are neutral in temperature and they benefit the lung, but they also are really good for our digestive system. And of course, we're going to utilize bone broth, which is nutrient rich. It helps with digestive health. This is not only in traditional Chinese medicine nutrition, just in general nutrition as well. It helps with the liver, immune system. It helps build our blood in yin in TCM, and it helps strengthen our qi as well. Bone broth also helps nourish the kidneys, and winter is the element of the kidneys. So it's really great to have bone broth during the winter because of that as well. So right now I'm fixing the veggies. We're cutting up some carrots, dicing up pieces of onion to throw into the soup. We also have some tomatoes, a random piece of repollo. What is this in English? I forgot. And yeah, we're all going to throw that in there. Some veggies are going to be thrown in a little bit later. Some are not. We're going to do the potatoes separate because we like to fill the pot with water. Oh my God, the onions are getting to me. And the potatoes just take up space, so we're going to do that separately. Next, we're using some tomato, and this vegetable is actually very cooling in nature, and it's sweet and sour in flavor, but it does build yin fluids, and we already are incorporating a lot of other warm ingredients in this recipe, so it's okay to incorporate a few cooling ingredients as well. And some cabbages, which are warm. They're mucilaginous, so they're really good for the intestines and the stomach, so overall digestion. So now we're adding, I already added a bit of it because I totally forgot to record, but some of the celery, the carrots, more onion. And we're just going to let this simmer on a low heat. And I know I'm just talking about seasonal wellness and talking about specific properties of some of these foods, but let me know if you guys want me to drop the recipe. And now we wait. And we put some herbs in this. Look at all that. We have some, what is it, Chelsea? Basil, mint. Did we add anything? Sage. Beautiful. So here is the soup, and we're about to give it a taste. Just kidding. We already tasted it, but nice and delicious. Delicious. So as you can see, we have the ¿qué es el repollo again, Jazzy? Red chicken. Cabbage. We got the cabbage. We got some onion, carrots, the chuck roast. We have some herbs up in here, celery. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Okay.
Well, you recorded everything that's in there.
I know.
So
it's really good, and the meat. Oh, the meat just got all of the.
And spices, and it had garlic too.
And ginger. We added ginger. It's really good.
Un pedazo de carnita chiquita y ponlo acá adentro. Yo no lo toqué. Probably not gonna eat it all, but
There we go. So this is your reminder to eat more warm foods during winter because your body needs to be strong with the drop in temperature, and there's cultures all over the world that have been practicing living by the seasons, and they have thrived, like in traditional Chinese medicine. And as always, you guys, if you guys like this content, if you're interested in the things that I talk about and share in this YouTube channel, don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe.
I wanted to give it to her, but